Do you really need to upgrade every single DVD you already have in your collection? What the heck are you thinking? In today's physical media news topic video, we talk about the pros and cons to upgrading DVDs in your collection. We then get into a massive rant why most collectors do this absolutely wrong. And of course, we talk about the future of collecting. Is it always going to be the mindset of, hey, you got to upgrade to the latest and greatest format? Or is there a better path forward for the collecting community? So let's get into this. So now, blockbustering into the news here, we got to talk about the pros and cons to upgrading DVDs in your collection. Of course, you can upgrade a DVD to a Blu-ray high definition format or even to a 4K ultra high definition format if that disc is available for that particular movie. Now, of course, the pros are you're getting more pixels on screen, right? As long as you have the right equipment to play the disc, you should be seeing a clearer, more vivid image. Just depends once again how they've done the transfers, the restoration, the color timing, and all of that. But all in all, it should be sharper than a DVD, especially a Blu-ray from a DVD is a pretty big upgrade, right? High definition should be pretty darn noticeable to most people out there. And then from a Blu-ray to a 4K, maybe less of a notice for some people out there, but if you have the right equipment, you should be able to see the difference. Once again, it depends on your TV setup, your speakers, of course. If an audio track is going to make a big difference, like going to a Dolby Atmos track. But if you have the right setup, you should be able to notice a difference from, once again, DVDs to a Blu-ray, DVDs to a 4K, especially. That'd be a pretty darn big step up. But should you be doing that with all your DVDs in your collection? That is the question. Because I have a lot of DVDs myself, and I'm like, really, do I need to upgrade all of these? What are the cons? What are the negatives here? Of course, that would be pretty darn expensive to upgrade everything to a Blu-ray or to a 4K, especially 4Ks are very pricey right now. Do I really want to try to upgrade every single DVD there? And is it even possible? Do all those DVDs even have an upgrade format? Do they have a Blu-ray available? Do they have a 4K available? A lot of the DVDs I have in my collection actually went back through and I noticed, wait, there's not a upgrading format here. They've only done DVD of them. They haven't done a Blu-ray of these. They haven't done a 4K of these. Now, of course, a chunk of them do have those upgrade options available if I want to shell out the cash for it, right? And spend the money just to upgrade the format. But is that necessary? Is that the best way to go? That's going to be very, very expensive to upgrade every single DVD I have in my collection. And if I can just upscale the DVD, I can get some pretty darn good quality out of a DVD. And I'm really for the movie itself. I can still enjoy a great movie on a DVD. I don't necessarily need a Blu-ray or a 4K to enjoy the movie. The DVD sometimes just works perfectly fine, especially if upscaled. Like I said, you can get a pretty darn decent image out of that. But now let's go ahead and rant on why most collectors do this absolutely wrong. So let's get into it. So now it's time for a massive rant. Most collectors end up upgrading in the wrong ways. They just try to upgrade every single DVD they already have in their collection to Blu-ray, right? And then to 4K. And they even did this when they had VHS. They said, oh, we got to get now everything on DVD after they already had the VHS of it. So they just kept upgrading and upgrading and upgrading every time the latest and greatest format came out. Well, why do that? Are you even watching those DVDs in your collection? Like, do you even like those DVDs? Are some of them your favorites? Well, why the heck then did you upgrade it to a Blu-ray or a 4K? Do you ever plan on actually watching the movie? Once again, I don't understand that system. You should be upgrading the movies that are your favorites. If it's a favorite movie of yours that you have on DVD and you're like, oh, you know what? I think I could see the benefit there to a Blu-ray or 4K upgrade, and I know I'm going to watch this movie because it's one of your top favorites of all time, then that's the way to upgrade. That's the way to do it. You don't just want to say, hey, I'm just going to try to upgrade every single DVD in my collection, then get away from those DVDs, throw those DVDs out, and just focus on the latest and greatest format. I don't like how people approach it in that way. Personally, that's not how I do it. Now, if you want to do it that way, go for it. I don't care. It's your money. You spend it how you want it. But I like to use my resources to build up even more movies into my collection that I will really appreciate it. So some movies I have on DVD that I'm perfectly fine with leaving on DVD. Like, I don't need to upgrade it. It's not a favorite of mine. I will upgrade the DVDs that are favorites of mine. And so I'm okay having it mixed on the shelves. I'm okay having DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks. That doesn't bother me. I can still enjoy a good DVD, especially upscaled. Have no problem with that. A DVD upscale can actually look pretty darn good. So if you have the right equipment, you can definitely watch a DVD, no problem there. So yeah, I like having DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks. Of course, I want to get my favorites upgraded to 4Ks if they're available. If not, get them upgraded to Blu-ray. But once again, if I have a movie that's on DVD that I'm not like, oh, this is one of my absolute favorites of all time, I'm always going to rewatch it, then I don't feel the need to upgrade it. Like, DVDs are okay, people. DVDs are a great format. Some people get obsessed with, oh, no, I can only have now the best format in my collection of this movie if it exists, and they just get wild on it. And I'm like, I don't need to do that personally myself. Now, if you want to do that, go for it. If you got the funds and resources and you love just having the same movie on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, VHS, Laserdisc, you want to have it on all the different formats, like, go for it. If an 8K comes out, you want to upgrade to 8K, then go for it. Why not? It's your resources. You use them how you want to. I just personally don't see the need to upgrade every single DVD in my collection to a higher format. Like I said, if it's a personal favorite, then I will consider the upgrade, because once again, upgrades can get pretty pricey and expensive. So I only want to do that on the movies I really love. That's how I approach it personally. But let's talk about the future. Is this mindset in the collecting community going to change, or is it always going to be about the latest and greatest format? So now, talking about the future of collecting here, once again, it always seems on the internet that people get obsessed with the latest and greatest format. So you see a lot of stuff on 4K Ultra HD now, where people are just like showing, hey, I bought this 4K $200 imprint edition of blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. And they get so excited. I'm like, dude, do you even watch the movie? Do you even care about the movie? Like, I know you already have a Blu-ray of that one. Did you really need to upgrade it to 4K? Now, if they say, hey, it's one of my favorite movies, of course I'm going to get the rewatchability, then super cool. But they're like, man, I haven't even seen that Blu-ray movie in like 10 years. What? Then why the heck are you upgrading? It's not one of your favorites. I don't understand. But some people are just like, I just want to have the fancy packaging. Just got to buy everything top dollar, super expensive on the new format when it comes out. And then they have 4 different formats of the same movie. And I'm like, do you even really like that movie? It's okay. Well, why the heck are you doing that? Why not try to use your resources to find other movies you'd probably enjoy more into your collection? So do I think it's always going to be a keeping up with the Joneses kind of mindset? I got to upgrade to the latest and greatest format. Some people, I think, will continue to think that way. You'll always have that kind of area where people are like, oh yeah, I just want the new thing. Got to have the brand new thing no matter what. Yeah, you're going to always have that. I think if 8K comes out, 16K comes out, probably people will be like, oh, now I can only get those formats. Give me all the 8Ks. I'll get rid of my 4K, right? And you'll have some people that do think that way. Now, do most people think that way? I don't know. Sometimes I think the internet kind of shines a light on the latest and greatest format, but I still think we got collectors that love the Blu-rays on here, that love the DVDs on here, that just love the movies themselves and want to watch the movies and are proud of their collection and any which way they have it. And I say, once again, you of course got to collect the way you want to collect. If it brings you great joy upgrading the same movie every single time to the latest and greatest format, then go with it, right? Do what makes you happy. But once again, if you're just trying to, save space on the shelf, you're trying to really, build up your collection, but not overbuild it so it's overwhelming, right? By having like 10 copies of one movie, right? I don't need 10 copies of the same movie myself. I try to say, hey, I want my favorites in the best way possible. And then, hey, whatever I have of the other formats is fine for me. And then I look for movies I haven't seen before and preview them. And if I like them, then I'll get it on a format that's within my budget that gives me the value. And so I don't always need the 4K. And sometimes, heck, even if a movie is available on all the formats, say DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and I have my choice between them, I still look at the value. I still look at the price, and I'm like, if the 4K is 4, 5 times, 6 times more expensive, then you know what? I might just pick up the Blu-ray and be cool with it. Like, I might just love the movie on high definition. I don't need to pay all that extra price just to say, hey, I got the latest and greatest 4K format here, right? I don't personally need to do that. So that's just a tip, a strategy. If you're trying to build up your collection, you want to budget, you want to get more movies into your collection rather than just play upgrade the format game. But there we go. Those are just my thoughts right now. I don't think you always need to upgrade DVDs personally, but maybe you do. Let me know in the comments below. When do you decide to upgrade to a different format? Are you fine with DVDs, or do you need it on a Blu-ray or 4K? Let's have those movie conversations down below. Let's respond to each other's comments in a kind way, of course, because we're trying to grow this physical media collecting community in 2025. So if you haven't already, go ahead and blockbust that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media news and entertainment topic video posts. Of course, have a great day watching and talking the movies, my friends. And you'll love this physical media topic. Another way to help the channel grow. So go ahead and mega blockbust another video and watch all the way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.